It's my best of the day. I'm having 3 units to the win on this horse, number 9, Another Will.
And Another Will for Jamie Carr is going to stroll in. Marble Arch second, Zambogini third.
I'd have Mr. Brightside on top.
And now Mr. Brightside is sprouting wings. Here he comes, Mr. Brightside over the top. He got up, Mr. Brightside. Estriella coming away for Blake Shin. She's dominant. Estriella won it well. Head Bob is second.
Hello everyone and welcome to my Black Caviar Lightning Stakes Day preview. A cracker of a card each and every year at Flemington, especially the Group 1, highlighted by this year an exciting mare coming back first up called IMPERATRIZ. Last week 3 out of 10 winners, which was alright. That was obviously the tips from the Twitter and YouTube community tips on race morning. So if you're not following that, make sure you are, as that's how I decide who my last week's winners are. Can't wait for this card. Let's get stuck into it. How did my ratings rate these upcoming horses? We're about to find out. Race number 1 is a benchmark 84 over the 2,000 metres. This tip is not biased, but we part own one running in this race called Crimson Light, and I cannot believe the price they put up about her. I'm having 0.5 units to the win on Crimson Light. Jaylee Kennedy claims 3, but only claims 1.5 because she weighs 52.5, I'm pretty sure, or 52. So Crimson Light will carry 52.5. She was really good first up behind Very Surreal at the Valley. Unsuitable track and trip, and she stormed home late to run third. Up to the 2,000 metres, onto a bigger track like Flemington, all suit. Draws gate 2, so can be, and well, they're all going to be close because it's a field of 6 at the moment, but she can be closer than what she was last start. So all signs point to her running well. The only query I have with her is she ran poorly second up last preparation, but that was coming off a 1600 heavy 9 track at Sandown, and she stayed at the 1600 metres for a second up run. This campaign, she rises up to the 2000 metres, and last start was on a good track. So hopefully she can settle close. Jaylee Kennedy can give her a peach of a ride, and she can win. Of the others, look, they all rated pretty evenly. I had Crimson Light on top, so I'm happy to have her. Race 2 is a benchmark 70 over the 1100 metres, and I don't think this horse is on screen at the moment, but I'm having 0.25 units each way on number 6, Oracle Sun. I think this horse can strike first up. Last start it ran at Caulfield on that Wednesday meeting that they have in between the Guineas and Cup Day meeting, and it ran 2 lengths behind a horse called Dancing Alone, who started, I think, favourite for a race on Derby Day. So Oracle Sun, I think, has the right form lines heading into this race to be competitive in a benchmark 70. This horse has won first up before, is 1 from 3 first up. Jai McNeil rides, draws gate 6, can be covered up with some cover. Midfield or so, hopefully, will be close enough because it's down the straight, and I think is way over the odds at $16. Of the others, well, it's just like a benchmark 70 field. They're all very even. I couldn't lean to one confidently other than Oracle Sun, which I think can run well first up. Race number 3 is the Talendert Stakes for the 2-year-olds. Not enough ratings to decipher which horse I will be tipping there, so that tip will be available on the Twitter and YouTube community on Saturday morning. However, race 4 has ratings, benchmark 84 over the 1600 metres. I would have had something on this horse but I don't know where it's going to map, and it's the 3rd favourite in the market. It's number 6, Up and Under. I think this horse has produced some good ratings overseas and can strike here first up. Only query, as I've already stated, is the map. Draws gate 14 of 14. Don't know where it gets to from there, but it ran a faster time on a particular meeting that another horse called Valiant King did. Valiant King started about $21 for a Caulfield, and it was sort of in the market for a Melbourne Cup. So I think Up and Under has a lot of class, and that can shine through here. Damien Lane takes the ride, which I'm very confident about that it'll be running well based off that. So I think Up and Under is a really good chance. Of the 2 favourites, Circle of Fire can win. Maps for a good run from gate 1. Just would have liked to set it rate a bit higher from overseas though. Number 4, Who Dares. 1600 metres has to be the big query. I think they bypassed the Elms, Pat Carey and Harris Walker, to avoid Jimmy Starr. So 1600 is a query with that horse, and all the rest are fighting for their positions, because I think the top 3 are clear of the rest. Race 5 is the CSA Stakes for the fillies and mares at the Group 3 level over the 1400 metres. I'm having 1 unit the win on number 10, Eternal Flame, in this race. I was very, very taken with this horse's last start performance on Australia Day at Caulfield. Sat wide without cover, came away to win by 4 lengths, and the rating out of that race was very high compared to the rest of these horses. Looks to be going places, draws well in gate number 5, can be around midfield or so, hopefully 1 out and having luck in the straight to be winning. The favourite Wishlaw Lass has been rating decently, but comes back first up against some of these horses that have been running up and running and fit. So at the price I have to take on, I actually think Foxy Frida appeals more at that price. Of the others, I thought Fortunate Kiss was way over the odds at $19. Don't be afraid to have something each way on that. I wanted to stick with my mare Vagrant off its last start Balmain win, but Eternal Flame rated slightly higher, and I actually think the horse right down the bottom, is it number 11 or number 12, Terra Star, is not without a chance at $151. So Eternal Flame for me in the Francis Tressity. Hopefully he can get the job done for Mick Kent. Race 6 is the Group 3 Vanity Stakes for the 3-year-old fillies over the 1400 metres. And in this race, I don't have a play, but I'm in the corner of 2. The first of those being Louis Zika for Kieran Maher. This horse has only come out of a Seymour and Geelong maiden, but they've both rated very, very highly, and I think this horse can take the rise up in class well, draws well in gate number 6 for a good run, and the other one is number 9, Pink Shandon. Thought this horse was really good too, back behind She's Bulletproof at Mornington in a race where it probably should have won, just got in the wrong spot, and then last start won at the Future Stars maiden at Pakenham, by 3 lengths running away. Draws gate 2 for a good run as well, so I'm in the corner of those 2. Don't know who I'm going to tip yet, but that'll be decided on Twitter and YouTube community by race morning. How to treat the favourite Molly Knickers. I think it can definitely win, but like last race, it's coming up first up against some race fit mares, fillies I should say, that are up in class, but I think are really good horses. Molly Knickers draws out a touch wide as well, but I think it can win. I think Infatuation is slightly under the odds. I'd want to be taking it on at the price. Draws wide, but does look like the best horse in the race, judging off the handicap ratings that they've been given. So overall, Louis Zika and Pink Shandon for me in the tab Vanity. It's that time of the week. It's last man standing. There hasn't been too many movements since last week. Sammy's still on top. Geordie's first week was a winning week. I'm back in the green. Simon lost all 500. He got the tips to me through late Thursday night. He hasn't got the tips to me through yet this week. So, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. And Sky High Horse Racing is currently last. But we'll see what we're doing this week. Sammy, the leader, he's having 100 the win on IMPERATRIZ and 25 the win on Wishlaw Lass. Geordie's spending his full 500. He's going 300 the win on Jimmy Star and 2 Coolmore horses up in Sydney. Switzerland and Learning to Fly, both 100 the win on those horses. Me, I'm spending 300 this week, 100 the win on Crimson Light and a $200 win multi, a Targo into Jimmy Star. That should pay nice if it gets up. Sky High Horse Racing is having 75 each way Crimson Light, 50 the win Ouroboros, and $300 win multi Jimmy Star into IMPERATRIZ, which looks really hard to beat. That's what we're doing for Last Man Standing this week. Race 7 is the Group 3 CSA Stakes for the 3-year-old colts and geldings over the 1400 metres. This is one of my best bets of the day at Flemington. It should be favourite. It's number 7. It's a Targo, and I'm very confident on this horse's chances. Was a good winner of a Flemington 3-year-old benchmark 70 on the 13th of January last start. Only won by about half a length, maybe even less, but was surging through the line late and I think had more improvement to come out of that run. Race rated through the roof. On debut, race also rated through the roof. Its debut win at Bendigo. Draws gate 3 for an ideal run, hopefully on speed. Ben Mellon rides. I think it will be getting the job done here. The favourite King Colorado can't be dismissed, but I think it's slightly under the odds at $2.90. Was good behind Brave Mead first up to the 1400 metres. Suits that horse. The horse I think is slightly over the odds is Hey Fat Cat, just because I don't know its ceiling yet. It was really good last Saturday behind Southport Tycoon and Snow Patrol when missing the start. It can be ridden further forward here with Craig Newitt on, and it had 2 really good wins prior to that. So overall in the CSA Stakes, I really like Otago. Race 8 is the Group 1 Black Caviar Lightning Stakes over the 1,000 metres. The biggest race of the day, and my on-top selection will not be IMPERATRIZ. It's going to be Private Eye, and I will explain myself. So Private Eye, a lot of people are probably questioning this horse over the 1,000 metres, whether it will be too short, but it's down the Flemington straight. It can be as close as it wants, and there's only a field of 8, so it'll be as close to IMPERATRIZ as it wants, as Blake Shin wants. This, in my opinion, this is the toughest horse IMPERATRIZ has faced since it's been in Australia. Private Eye is a really good horse. Won the shorts first up last campaign over 1,100 metres. That race rated really well. I've tied in these 2 horses' ratings, IMPERATRIZ and Private Eye, and they've both rated very evenly. So I think Private Eye is definitely over the odds compared to IMPERATRIZ. They deserve to be shorter or closer together in the market, I should say. So I think Private Eye at the price I'm happy to be with, but IMPERATRIZ can win. I'm not ruling her out. She can most definitely win. And outside of that, I think maybe Cylinder first up can run a good race. But overall in the Black Caviar Lightning, no play, but my on-top selection will be Private Eye. Race 9 is the listed Elms handicap over the 1,400 metres, and I'm having 3 units to win here on the favourite, Jimmy Star, number 12. I'm happy to have it. Got the job done for me last start at Caulfield. I think it can do the same thing again here. Ratings have it well clear of the rest, so I think it should be winning this race. Only minor question mark from me is gate number 10. How far back it'll get, but I just keep telling myself, long Flemington straight, it'll take as much time as it wants to wind up. We'll be out of trouble from gate number 10, and I'm trusting Craig Williams to get the job done. It's second favourite for the All-Star Mile, and if that's so, then it should be winning the Elms, shouldn't it? I'm happy to have Jimmy Star on top. The horse that I think is over the odds and can run a race at a price is number 4, Savannah Cloud first up. Its ratings have been pretty good, but I really like Jimmy Star. To finish the day, race number 10 is a benchmark 84 over the 1,400 metres. No play in this race, and not much separated a lot of them, but I'm going to have number 13, Punch Lane, on top. I was with this horse last start at Caulfield, got the job done for me there, and it draws ideally in gate number 8 this start. Mark Zara will have it around midfield or so. It's a very progressive horse, and I think we'll be winning the last. I'm going to have it on top. The horse that I think can run well at a price is number 3, Aaron Bay, first up. It's got the class to win this, and Sheridan Clark brings it down to the 57.5 kilos, which I like. Outside of that, He's Our Bonavella I thought was over the odds at $13, but it has drawn out wide, so I'm not sure about the map. Bel Air will run well as it always does. Helix will run well as it always does. I think the one that they have to beat, though, is Punch Lane. Now time for the quaddie. Still haven't won one, and last week only got 2 out of the 4 legs, which was Mr. Brightside and Estriella. So got to bounce back this week, going skinny again, just 2 in each leg inadvertently. So in race 7, the CS Hayes, number 7, Otago, and 11, Hey Fat Cat. In race 8, 1, Private Eye, and 4, IMPERATRIZ. In race 9, number 4, Savannah Cloud, number 12, Jimmy Star, and number 10, race number 10, we've got number 3, Aaron Bay, and number 13, Punch Lane. So that's going to be the quaddie for this week, and it will pay a nice price if it gets up 625% for $100. That's going to do it for this week's preview of Black Caviar Lightning Stakes Day at Flemington. Can't wait for the card. Hopefully I've tipped you into a winner, and I'll see you all again next week for Blue Diamond Day.